Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Perfect English with Mamta. On this channel, I explain prose, poetry, and grammar in the simplest way possible, helping you understand concepts clearly and write perfect answers in your exams. Let's start today's lesson and enjoy learning English like never before. Hello everyone. Today we are learning a new poem, How the Little Kite Learned to Fly. This poem is written by Katherine Pyle. I can never do it, the little kite said, as he looked at the others high over his head. I know I should fall if I tried to fly. Try, said the big kite, only try, or I fear you never will learn at all. But the little kite said, I am afraid I'll fall. In this stanza, the little kite feels scared. He watches the other kites flying high above him and thinks he can never do the same. He believes that if he tries to fly, he will fall down. The big kite encourages him. He wants him to try at least once. The big kite nodded. Ah, well, goodbye, I am off. And he rose towards the tranquil sky. Then the little kite's paper stirred at the sight, and trembling, he shook himself free for flight. In this stanza, the big kite decides to fly. He nods and says goodbye to the little kite and rises calmly into the tranquil, means peaceful sky. Seeing the big kite fly so smoothly, the little kite feels inspired. His paper begins to stir. This means he starts feeling excited and encouraged. Even though he is trembling with fear, he gathers courage and shakes himself free for flight. This shows the moment when the little kite overcomes his fear and decides to try. First whirling and frightened, then braver grown. Up, up he rose through the air alone, till the big kite looking down could see the little one rising steadily. In this stanza, the little kite has already started flying, but he is still frightened. At first he whirls around because he is nervous and not used to flying. But slowly he becomes braver and starts flying more confidently. He rises higher and higher into the air all by himself. The big kite, who is already flying above, looks down and sees the little kite coming up steadily without fear. This shows that the little kite is learning, improving, and gaining confidence with every moment. Then how the little kite thrilled with pride, and he sailed with the big kite side by side, while far below he could see the ground, and the boys like small spots moving round. They rested high in the quiet air, and only the birds and clouds were there. In this stanza, the little kite feels very proud. He has finally learned to fly, and now he is sailing side by side with the big kite. This makes him feel happy and confident because earlier he was scared and thought he would fall. From up in the sky, the little kite can see the ground below. The boys look like tiny moving dots because he is flying so high. The two kites rest peacefully in the quiet, calm air. There is nothing around them except the birds and the clouds, which makes the moment feel peaceful and beautiful. Oh, how happy I am, the little kite cried, all because I was brave and tried. In these lines, the little kite feels extremely happy. He has finally learned to fly high in the sky, something he once believed he could never do. He proudly says that his happiness comes from one simple thing: he was brave enough to try. Earlier, he was full of fear and doubt, but when he gathered courage and made the first attempt, he discovered he could fly. This success fills him with joy. Figures of speech used in this poem. Personification. The poet gives human qualities to kites. I can never do it, the little kite said. The kites don't talk, but here it is shown as personification. Human qualities are given to the kites. Oh, how happy I am, the little kite cried. Kites cannot speak or feel, but the poet makes them act like imagery. The poet creates clear picture in the reader's mind. High over his head, tranquil sky, boys like small spots moving around. We can imagine the peaceful sky and the tiny boys below. Repetition. Words are repeated for emphasis. Try, said the big kite. Only try. The try word is repeated. The repetition encourages the little kite. Alliteration. It is repetition of consonant sounds. First whirling and frightened. F sound is repeated. Paper stirred at the sight. S sound is repeated. What lesson does the little kite's experience teach us about fear and courage? The little kite's experience teaches that fear can be overcome only by trying. Courage grows when we take small steps. Success becomes possible when we believe in ourselves and make an effort, even if we feel scared at first. How does the poet show the difference between fear and confidence in the poem? The poet shows fear through the little kite's trembling, hesitation, and repeated statements like, I am afraid I will fall. Confidence is shown through the big kite's calm encouragement and the little kite's steady rise once he starts flying. The transformation from fear to confidence is gradual and realistic. Why is the little kite's pride important in the poem? His pride shows that overcoming fear brings happiness and self-respect. It highlights the emotional reward of trying something new. The pride also marks his growth from a frightened beginner to a confident flyer. Thank you.